Bum, 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 bum. We are live. It's a beautiful November the 16th. It's a Thursday, as always, for the late night live. A little bit earlier tonight than normal if you're watching live. And if you're wondering why, well, it's my best friend's birthday. So I'm going out to a late night dinner. They're already accommodating for the late night with me. So, I went a little earlier so I can give you guys the due time. We're going to chat it up about UFC Vegas 82 in full, especially with, a couple of bout shifts. We'll talk about those matchups. And then I'll drop my Bellator picks. I didn't do a Bellator actual breakdown show. You guys know, if you heard my last live stream, I started doing the notes for it. I got pretty irritated with Bellator's lack of library, and I said, F this. I'm going to just go off previous knowledge and drop my picks on the late night live. And I just feel like I couldn't justify doing a breakdown show without like the in-depth look. So I'm just going to drop the picks more casually. Blame Bellator for that because I'm on Paramount Network trying to find the notes, trying to find the fights. They're missing a card. They're missing the Amasov Storley card. How am I supposed to, be up to par with everybody? So Bellator, they're closing down. So it's done for. But you guys know in the heyday of Bellator, when I was the Bellator Mac, because that's really where I started growing the channel at with Bellator, they had a fight library on their website, which they deleted. And that was the worst decision ever. And now they are going out of business. So it is what it is. They got great fighters there. So we will kind of preview Bellator. I do have a dono in chat that got here before I even strolled in. TC with a $9.99 starting the dono train off. He says, all right, I'm going to need to know who holds the belt in each division, or at least pick like 3 to 5 divisions at the end of next year. I had O'Malley back in January, 50 to get 200. It worked out really good for you. All right. I got to do every division, and this will change because I'm going off the top of my head. So lightweight division is the first one. I'm going to say Makhachev still has the belt. As far as the bantamweight division, I'm feeling like O'Malley still has the belt because after he fights Marlon Chito Vera, he's going to take the rest of the year off because of some mild injury or something like that. I don't know. I have a weird feeling. I think Pantoja holds on to it for the rest of the year. I'm going to also say that, Sean Strickland, does he hold it? Something's telling me Adesanya gets the belt back. So I'm going to pick Adesanya. Pereira holding the belt all year. I think Jamal Hill or Ankalaev beats him. Let's just say Jamal Hill for the sake of this. I'm going to say Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champ at the end of next year with John Jones retiring. Ladies division, I think Tatiana Suarez gets the belt at strawweight. I think that it's either Manon Fiorot or Aaron Blanchfield who gets the belt. I'm going to say it's Fiorot, but it could definitely be Blanchfield. It just depends on who they're fighting. And then I'm going to say that the champion of the women's bantamweight division, by the end of the year, I'm going to say Juliana Pena takes the belt back, I'll say. Hope that was good for you, bro, to start it off. That's all off the top of my head. It's not like I sat on it and thought in depth, but that's what I'm dropping. What's up, Metallica fan? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate the Bad Sticker Club second. What's up, Ra? Screaming at me, bro. It was a good subject to donate for and bring up. I appreciate your $9.99, TC. Over under on dogs winning their fights this weekend. I'm saying we get at least 3 underdog wins. That's what you think. It's Edwards, Islam. I think it's Islam, Volkanovski, Jones. Might be Aspinall at 4. I'll say Leon. What's up, Len Weaver? How you doing, bro? Shout out to Len Weaver in the chat. The Bob, what's up? Strike Force was way better than Bellator. I agree. We did the show on Monday, my friend. If you go to the live tab, you can see the money line with me and Finchman. Shout out to Yes Freak in Scottsdale. Glad you made it on time. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this 7 o'clock start time as opposed to the normal late start of 9. I don't think he will either. I think there's a chance that Duplessis ends up taking it and then losing to Adesanya. Well, then maybe Ankalaev will. I don't know. I'm having a hard time seeing Poatan have the belt for the whole year as active as he is. his leg will get chopped up, but he does have hands on him, real good hands. You think Poatan, Lone Wolf, ABS, Lone Wolf, DDP beats Strickland? Possible. Possible. Appreciate it. Might tail some of those for sure. I don't know if Izzy is serious about taking time. Yeah, I don't know either. So if he's at big plus, maybe. What's up, dude? What's up? What's up? The GOAT. Thanks, bro. Leon, haven't seen you in a minute, but I saw you in the comments. I appreciate you, my friend. What's up? You think it's better at 7 p.m.? I like it. You like the late start? Yeah, normally I do the late start. Thank you for the birthday wishes, Franchise Junior. Does she not beat Raquel Pennington, though? I feel like she does. I feel like she does. I feel like she does. Lone Wolf Leo, you think Fury knocks out Usyk in round 6? I don't know why I have a feeling Usyk beats him. You don't think Pena's winning shit? Yeah, click that like button, guys. Let's get the like button moving for this thing. Let's get the likes flowing early. Let's get to 20 likes, and I'll do a Ripskis before I actually start the breakdown because I'm an absolute savage these days. I actually want to pull up the card for this week, and I don't have it on the Tapology screen. Bum, 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 bum. All right, let me pull it up. Yeah, I got the card now. I'm going to throw the poll up for the first one. We'll get into it in a minute or so, or 2 or 3, whenever I feel like it. There's something magical about a super late night with AJ, but we'll take what we can get. Well, Bad Sticker Club, I appreciate that. Thanks, bro. AJ the GOAT hitting the dispo, just got off work, ready to break the fights down. Fuck yeah, Colton Casey, let's get it. You see Hill winning, even though I don't like Hill. His hands are fucking nasty. What's up, Hope? Shout out to you in South Africa. Well, I hope you're feeling better, bro. Last card was rocky for me. I went 6-6-1. I rarely do boxing picks, but like I'll do it for the December 23rd card because there'll be no UFC. I'll do it at 20 likes. I'll get a Ripskis going. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better, Ryan. Thank you for the birthday wishes, Riley. I appreciate you. He's fighting tonight? I didn't realize he was fighting tonight. I didn't realize that. Well, he's going to win. Poetan's a beast. Poetan. I agree he is a beast, but I don't know. Jamal Hill's scary. I would love to see Derek Lewis come and steamroll everyone with the bullshit for the heavyweight belt. It wouldn't happen. What up, AJ? Let's cook. Let's fucking cook, bro. Is Mike Finch parlay still including Uros after the switch? I don't know. I'm going to have to text him. I'm going to have to find out. I don't know. I try to respond to everything, Ryan. It's hard sometimes, but I give it my fucking absolute best. I try to give everybody their adequate time, you know? I try to respond to all my live chat comments during this live show. Yeah, I know the lock streak ended bad, dude. I mean, it depends who he's against. He can still win fights. The bum talks. Damn, he's the former world champ, bro. Ailin hasn't beat nobody in the top 15. Craig has beaten strikers and knockout artists at 205. I think Craig's going to shock people too. You think Fury gets his ass handed to him? He might come back more motivated than ever, but we'll see. Thanks, bro. I think Johnson's a good lock, Leon. I like the odds a lot. I'll meet in Vegas with the 3 weeks off. I'm going to be sitting my ass here covering everything I can combat sports. Oh, we're 2 likes away from 20, bro. Let's get 20 rolling. Let's get a Ripskis going. We'll start off the show right with a little buzz kicking in. The poll is already up for the first fight of the night. Love to see it. Next thing I remember. All right. I'm getting ready for this first fight breakdown. Why am I ignoring Covert? He's not here. That's why. Covert's not here right now, dude. He's going to stroll in late. You're feeling Jose CLD? Yeah, I agree with that. I love it. Jesse Beard, shout out to you on the first time being here during the live stream. Yeah, I'm doing live streams, not including Moneyline, which is a live podcast. It's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I'm glad that you made it in, Jesse Beard. I don't know. The Buccaneers, maybe? Let's get this Ripskis. I know you guys want to see me fade it up to start it. Yeah, we hit it. Look at that. You guys want to see me, ripped out of my mind to start it. Let me rip it up for you guys. After this rip, we're breaking it down. The one I pointed at. Weigh-in show is tomorrow, brother. Weigh-in show is tomorrow. You the best, AJ. I love the videos and content. I'm with you on all the picks and locks, hitting a fat joint, Ripskis. Happy to be here. Shout out to you, bro. Excuse me. Coughing in the damn mic like a freak. Let's get into the first fight of the night. We're going to break it down. Actually, I want to bring some notes up because, I might have some important statistics that I wrote down, and I'd rather have them on screen than not. I watch your shit all the time, so I'm stroked. Hell, I'm eating French dip, then I'm going to roll up a J and kick my feet up. Enjoy that, Jesse Beard. They're doing a 2 p.m. start. I kind of like it, though. I'm excited to see how it goes. I don't mind, dude. I don't mind. It gets me off a little earlier, but unfortunately, then I got to, skip the gym and go afterwards, which normally I feel like half asleep doing that, but it is what it is. Let's get to the first fight on the card. We have Charles Johnson versus Rafael Estevam to start things off. So I'm picking Estevam to win this fight because I believe he's going to have the wrestling advantage, and his top game and control will be a factor with Charles Johnson. Now, I know if they end up getting into the stand-up, Charles Johnson's a pretty decent kickboxer. He's fairly quick. He's not going to be easy to touch up on the feet, but Estevam is consistently shooting takedowns with like a chain wrestling style of attack, which I expect him to employ here. I would say he needs to employ that. I don't think Estevam is as smooth of a stand-up fighter as Charles Johnson, but when you mix in substantial grappling threat, now Charles Johnson's stand-up game diminishes because he's concerned about takedowns. He's concerned about what happens if they hit the floor. I feel like Estevam is able to move to 12-0 in this fight. UFC debut against an experienced vet in Charles Johnson. I understand why people are on the side of Charles Johnson, though. If you look, Johnson, he's fought Mohamed Mokaev, Zalgaz Zumagilov win, Jimmy Flick win, 2 losses in a row, split with Ode Osborne, who's mostly a striker, and then Cody Durden beat him in a tough fight, and Durden's a good wrestler. You don't think Estevam can hold him down because Mokaev doesn't really? Hey, listen, Leon, I don't blame you for that side. I just feel like Estevam is going to end up beating him with the grappling, dude. I'm going to do the Bellator main card talk/picks at the end. You're leaning KO. So I'm leaning decision for Estevam because Charles Johnson is not an easy guy to put away. Subbing him is extraordinarily difficult. Knocking him out is extraordinarily difficult. Charles Johnson currently is a plus 130 underdog to Estevam is a minus 150 favorite. I do believe we go over 2.5, which is minus 225 in this fight here. Flyweight battle 2, striker versus grappler. Estevam undefeated. Johnson not a crazy powerful striker. If Johnson is to win, I do think it's going to be a lot of striking, but hard to see him sleeping Estevam. Now, Estevam to win a decision, the prop is plus 160. Johnson by decision plus 200. So I do like Estevam to win. He's a slight favorite in this fight. I see it more of a pick'ems matchup, and we're going to find out a lot about Estevam. Personally, I'm not crazy about the money line bet on Estevam. I don't like it myself. I would consider the over 2.5 as a parlay piece. You want to get your night started early on. I think Charles Johnson is a tough out. And, I've picked against him in the past and won, picked against him in the past and lost. He's a tricky guy to deal with. I feel like here, Estevam moves to 12-0. I believe it. I believe in Estevam. Hey, Chimaev, thank you for the blessings, bro. When you said Johnson for the lock, I put Charles Johnson by mistake. I think he's a live underdog. I'm picking against Charles Johnson, but I'm not telling you lock up Estevam, bet down Estevam, So I don't think that's horrible. The over, yeah, I like the over too. The people's pick in this fight, looking at it, Estevam is 53% of the people's pick to Charles Johnson at 47%. So pretty competitive as far as the people's lines, but you are on the side of me, the side of the favorite. We're going Estevam for the win. Let me tally down the people's pick here. Starting it off, we got Estevam for the W. What's up, Justin Mack? Good to see you, bro. I think Brazil, easy W. I think it's possible that Brazil wins. I don't think easy, though. I think Estevam, we're going to find out so much about him. Funny, Justin Mack. I asked Leon the same thing, man. All right. Let's throw up the poll. Next fight. All right. He's dead, but now he's back, man. He's risen. Paul Craig gets subbed out, bro. He's not winning. We'll talk about that main event soon. Let's keep running up the card. I got the poll up for a second fight. Well, the bout order might be different than what I have. Let me see here. No, we got the same bout order. All right. I'm tripping. We're good. Next fight is Trey Ogden versus Nikolas Motta. I like Trey Ogden to get the win here. He's a pretty calculated striker who fights patiently. Motta definitely has the puncher's chance, but the side of Ogden has never shown durability issues, and he's never been knocked out as a professional. The side of Motta has been knocked out in the UFC. He has been knocked out outside of the UFC. If you look at Motta, he has 4 knockout losses to 9 knockout wins. He's definitely heavy-handed, but it can be kill or be killed. Trey Ogden, on the other side, has 0 knockout wins with 0 knockout losses. So interesting clash in this fight. Even though Ogden is more known for his submissions with 11 subs, he was able to outstrike Daniel Zellhuber in a kickboxing-based fight. I do think he could potentially threaten Motta with grappling too, but I'm going to pick Ogden to win. It's probably a decision, but just because Ogden's never chinned anybody doesn't mean it's impossible. Jared Gordon knocked out Mark Madsen, Jamal Emmers to Dennis Bazooka last weekend. So looking at Ogden money line, he's a plus 110 dog. Motta's a minus 130 favorite. The knockout prop sitting at plus 1,000 for Ogden. Plus 1,000 with Motta having 4 KO losses and being willing to put himself in the fire. It's not like Trey Ogden couldn't knock anybody out. I'm going underdog. I'm going Ogden. I'm going to pick decision, but knockout prop is not fucking crazy at all. Ogden's first KO, lock it in. Plus 1,000 money, bro. Who was that friend, dude? Who was that? Free KO, bro. I've been keeping my eye on that Bear Jew. He definitely has the intimidation factor, and the submission odds are pretty good for a lot of guy with subs. Yeah, he's a vet, too. I mean, he's beaten some decent names. I'm glad you're in the house, Garrett. Much love. Hey, what's up, Ailin? I'm ready for fights, too. I can't wait for Saturday. Motta KO. Let's see what that line's at for you. I got you. Plus 200. So you're getting 2-1 from Motta by KO against someone who's never been knocked out, or you're getting 10-1 for Ogden by KO against someone who's been knocked out 4 times, but Ogden never getting a knockout win. Holy shit. I don't know why the knockouts, it's not crazy. Clock in. What's good, AJ? What's up, Raymond? Thomas Gifford, he ain't in the UFC. Let's look at Thomas Gifford. How many years back was this? Guillotine choking. Yeah, minute 4 seconds. That's years ago. The thing with Ogden is his losses are by sub. A lot of his wins are by sub. I think that he can win. I'm picking Ogden for the W, guys. And, he's a very live underdog. Very live. No, Notorious. I agree. Plus 200 is not good for Motta by KO against a guy who's never been knocked out. Going to fucking Korean barbecue, my man. Korean. Ogden is 67% of the people's pick to win. I agree with the people. We're on the same side. I don't know why his nickname is Bear Jew. You should probably Google that. It probably exists somewhere. Let's go. Ogden for the W. Ogden sniper KO prop. Listen, it's big plus money. Let's see what happens, dude. Let's see what happens. Ladies going after it next. I'm going to throw the poll up. Far away. Remember. Just to hear them say, all right. Let's keep running up the card. The poll is now up. We have the ladies going after it in our next fight. It's Lucie Pudilová versus Ailin Perez. I'm picking Ailin Perez. I need a sip of water, guys. I think that Ailin Perez is going to probably bully Pudilová in the grappling as the physically stronger fighter. I think she's going to come at her with heavy forward pressure, make it a scrap, one that Pudilová can't keep up with. And I think Perez is live to get a finish, but I'm going to originally, stick with my guns and pick decision official. Decision official. Wow, it's an inside thing. Damn. Damn, son. You think Pudalaka? I'm on the other side. I'm on the other side. I don't think I've ever had it. I mean, Bellator still has a fight this weekend, but yeah, it's not the same. I did see it. I watched it. You going with the underdog? I think Ailin Perez is better. I'm picking Ailin Perez, but I get it. First women's fight of the night. It's a women's fight. Go dog sided. I understand the mentality. I just think that you're going to see Ailin Perez outmuscle Pudilová and pressure her back and then beat her up. So odds for the fight, though, Perez is a minus 178 favorite. Pudilová a plus 153 underdog. The side of Perez to get the win by a decision plus 100, knockout plus 600, submission plus 650. I'm going to go with Perez to get the W. If you want to Hail Mary it for knockout or sub, but, money line is the highest level of confidence. It's just not a plus money tag because she's the favorite. Pudilova's height advantage could help, even though I don't think she's a great boxer from the outside. See what I'm saying? Perez better stamina. I agree. You think Perez is a lock? She's a confident pick for me. I agree. Guys. I like Perez. I do think she's more powerful, has better timing. I think she's going to get the W. I think that's what it must be after is Inglourious Bastards. And I've never seen that movie. I've heard it's good. I should watch it. Remind me in chat to watch it next time I do a live, which is Saturday. Perez is 89% of the people's picks. We're all going Perez. Seems like that is the common take of the day. Let's see. Perez for the W. Perez isn't a good grappler. She got subbed by Edgar, who got subbed by the bum Alexieva. Won't take much for Pudilová to win. Pudilová showed decent grappling in her last two. All right, man. Good luck with the MMA math, Leon. I wish you well. I get the idea. I get the mentality, but I'm going with Ailin Perez. Maybe it's the ass swaying me, but I'm picking her nonetheless. All right, I'm throwing the poll up for the next fight. First thing I remember. Glorious Bastards. It's on my list. Poll is up for our next fight. Let's get to it. Next fight on the card. Jeka Saragih versus Lucas Alexander. I'm picking Lucas Alexander. I think he should be pretty good to go as far as outstriking Jeka Saragih. I feel like he's the more technical Muay Thai striker. Saragih, I don't want to say he's a low IQ fighter, but I do think he makes mistakes overshooting his kicks from far away or trying to be too flashy with them, something that I feel like Lucas Alexander will then make Saragih pay with. I'm going to call a knockout win for Lucas Alexander as well. Steven Peterson, the last opponent for Alexander, dominant win for him there. And then Jeka Saragih loses to Anshul Jubli, who just lost to Mike Brito, who was released from the UFC. Saragih, though, is dropping to 145 pounds as opposed to, 155 where he fought last time out with the road to the UFC. I think Lucas Alexander outstrikes him. I think he knocks him out. I'm going Alexander by KO. The odds are really dumb for this fight. Minus 510. Like, Alexander is not like that fucking amazing. Like, he's good, but minus 510. He's all right. But that's stupid. Plus 395 for Saragih. You're not money lining that. Alexander KO minus 110. I do think there's a real good chance that he knocks out Saragih. I'm picking Alexander to get the win, but if you're money lining that, or even as a parlay piece, I'm not super into it unless you're really like putting it in a long shot to add the value, just because Alexander's 8-3 as a pro. Hey, thank you, Mark Ritchie. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a ton. I would like to see people fucking keep an eye. Check out the movie Snatch. All right. All right. This fight is useless. Both not UFC level. We'll find out. We'll find out. I mean, Alexander and him are only 28. I don't know. I think I could see Alexander as UFC level. He's in the UFC. I like her nickname. Yeah, that's her nickname, Nurmagomedov. I think Alexander could out grapple him too. Gonna play small in Alexander decision just because it's more than plus 200. He definitely could win a decision. So you're on to something there, Leon. Leon's prop of the day. What is that decision? Right now, Alexander by a decision win sitting at plus 285. All right. Plus 285 for that. The people in the chat are all over Alexander at 78% of the people's pick. So high confidence call. High confidence from the people. The Hotel California. Such a lonely place. What's up, AJ? A bunch of fights can go either way this week. Steel C. Let's see, baby. He learned from his loss to Jubilee. I mean, he got out grappled there. He's fighting a striker. I think Alexander decision is the lock. All right. All right. All right. Quentin Tarantino. I learned about him in college, man. Say he's an absolutely immaculate, movie creator. Is he a director or is he a creator? I'll be honest. I'm sorry that I don't know. You might say I'm uncultured. Well, I can't defend that after the mishap with Quentin Tarantino not knowing what he does. All right, so that fight there, the people are on Perez, even though Pudilová is not an easy one. Machado taking on Parkin up next. Gonna get to it in a sec. Haha, Long Johnson. I'm not gonna give you a shout out. I'll let you know. I'm leaning no. Definitely leaning no. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to watch it, bro. Might just watch the highlights. Writer, director. Thank you. Parkin, baby. Yeah, we're going to get to it in a sec. Listen, let's keep running up the card. Let's get to our next fight. We got Mick Parkin versus Caio Machado. Obviously, I'm picking Mick Parkin, who trains with Tom Aspinall, the interim champ. He's British. He's got hands. I don't think Machado's that good. He just fought an awful heavyweight who lacked any bit of offense nor even athleticism in Shaflarsky on the actual Contender Series. So I'm going to say Mick Parkin probably touches up Caio Machado on the feet and knocks him out. 2 rounds or less. I think Parkin's going to be faster, and he's going to find the southpaw Machado's chin. Yeah, I find it irritating, man. They load the cards up, man, too much. Listen, I'd like to see, I guess maybe I have to watch it for myself, maybe about the live stream, but it would just be for the main fights. I am not sitting through fucking 7 hours of Bellator fucking card with only like an hour of fights. Thank you for the big W's in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mick Parkin to win here by knockout. I think he's sleeping Machado. I don't know. I'm just not that impressed by Machado. I feel like he's he's got okay hooks and pressure, but he's not that athletic. He's not in that good shape. I think Parkin's going to be more powerful, faster. He's going to find the chin, and I think he gets a KO in this fight. Now, looking at Parkin's odds, he's minus 330, but this is a deserving tag. To Caio Machado, who's plus 270, big dog, he's going to lose. Parkin by KO is plus 190. I like Parkin by KO. I think he's going to chin Machado in this fight. Like, if you look at Machado's run, so we dig at it real quick, right? He has 1 loss, Dustin Joycean in 2018, who ended up being a guy who lost and won championship a couple times. But you look, he went on a nice little win streak. He fought Lee Mean, 2 times? Stopped him in the first round in both. That Shaflarsky win, which I don't think is all that impressive. I feel like Mick Parkin's more dangerous, better. Gonna knock him out. I'm going Parkin by KO, guys. I see Parkin as the more UFC caliber heavyweight as opposed to Machado. Yeah, I think Parkin by KO. Hey, we got to get him to the UFC. I think he does find a lot. It's true shit, bro. That's true shit. It's true shit. That's fun. I'm glad you found it funny. Thank you, my guy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mick to win. Mick for the W, guys. Mick Parkin's gonna whoop him. All right. I mean, the main card is solid. Fair. The main card is solid, but I don't know. I don't know. I'll let you know. All right. Yeah, I could do that for you. That's gonna cost you, bro. That costs $5, dude. The fuck? I'm searching it all up. That's $5. I'm kidding. You don't have to pay me for it. Actually, you don't have to pay me for it because UFC stats won't load for me. UFC stats. There we go. All right. UFC stats for my guy. I'm bringing it up. He asked me for specifics. Average fight time. Eight minutes and 29 seconds for Mick Parkin. Machado is 15 minutes. But remember, these are only their UFC fights, bro. Or Contender Series fights. It's only under the Zuffa banner. The Zuffa banner. So, yeah, we're going with the side of Mick Parkin. Enjoy your brats, Mr. Pibb. Mick Parkin for the W. Everybody's on him. 77% at least. As am I. That's the A side. That's the winning side. It's Parkin for the W. Parkin by knockout. Let's keep on running up the card. Actually, I got to throw a poll up first. Poll up first. This next fight is a new fight. There's so many fights on this card. Holy shit. Like, it's starting at 2 p.m., but we're not finishing until fucking 8:39. This is going to be a long card, man. Unless there's a lot of knockouts, which, listen, I'm hoping there's a lot of finishes, but I think there is going to be some decisions, too. Last thing I remember. Poll is up in the chat. Get your votes in. And let's keep on running up. Next fight on the card. Christian Leroy Duncan versus Denis Tiuliulin. This is a short notice replacement opponent for Christian Leroy Duncan. He was scheduled to fight Cesar Almeida, who's a very good kickboxer coming off of a win on Contender Series. Now he's faced with Denis Tiuliulin, who is a tough journeyman middleweight who swings hard punches, who realistically I think is going to miss weight by a couple pounds because he's taking this fight on just days' notice. He's not like a little 85er. But I do think Leroy Duncan is a substantially better striker. I feel like Denis Tiuliulin could gas towards the later stages of the fight, just being that he took the fight on such short notice. Tiuliulin, how many wins by KO? How many losses by KO, I should say? More losing by sub. But he's got 9 KO wins, 2 KO losses. He hasn't been knocked out in years. I mean, he got ground and pound KO'd by Gregory. I feel like Christian Leroy Duncan can out-grapple Denis Tiuliulin, even though he's only got 1 win by sub. I could see him submitting Tiuliulin. I'm going to pick Christian Leroy Duncan. I feel like he's going to get it done inside of the distance. The money line side of this fight, betting-wise, is wide. It's minus 500 for Leroy Duncan to Tiuliulin at plus 375. I still have 0 prop bets available to see. I don't know if you guys have the same thing. So let me know in the chat if you see submission for Duncan or knockout for Duncan or even inside distance, because I have none at the moment. Leroy Duncan's going to win the fight. He's a high confidence pick. Duncan is not the lock because of the crazy wide line, but like he's a high confidence prediction. He's a high confidence call. He's gonna beat Tiuliulin. Is their card really any better than Bellator? Bellator's patchy mix. It's still Bellator though, man. Unfortunately, they all got to just come over to the UFC. It's the UFC's product that makes it great. But it's sounding like you guys are begging me to do Bellator. So I will take that into strong consideration and let you guys know. We'll talk Bellator picks at the end. Christian Leroy Duncan's my call here. I think he can get a finish. I don't have the odds for finish. He's a really big favorite. If you can get inside distance, it might be worth looking at. If you find sub at a crazy price, it might be worth looking at because of Tiuliulin being, fairly durable throughout his career and a lot of losses by sub. Nonetheless, good fight. I'm excited to see what will happen between these two. I'm picking Leroy Duncan for the W. Duncan is 80% of the people's picks. Everybody's on Duncan. Everybody's team Duncan. Let me throw the poll away. Let me put the people's pick in. Last thing I remember. All right, let me throw the poll up for the next fight as well. All right, poll is coming very soon. All right, poll is up for the next fight. AJ, the high is much better, my friend. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you, the Bob. I appreciate you. Appreciate you calling me a savage, bro. You like to eat but not shop, cook, and clean. You know what? That's why takeout's beautiful. That's why takeout's fucking beautiful. All right, I'm scrolling up to the next fight. We got Chad Anheliger versus Jose Johnson. If you don't know, I locked up Jose Johnson this week to get me back on track after losing for the first time in 11 weeks. I'm picking Jose Johnson to bounce back and start a new streak for myself. I believe he is to beat Chad Anheliger, and I think it's going to be a pretty clean fight. He's significantly taller and longer. He's the younger guy. I think he's a superior kickboxer. He's the better athlete. He's the faster guy. He's the better fighter. Chad Anheliger is a tough dude, but I see Johnson with the technically superior game. It's just Anheliger's durability could keep it in it for a hard 3 rounds. I think Johnson to win, the money line, obviously, the A side. At this point, it's swelled a bit to minus 200 to Anheliger at plus 170. Looking at Johnson to win by a submission, let's see, just out of curiosity, plus 600. The reason I say Johnson by sub, not high likelihood, but because of his length and Anheliger's notorious durability with punches, could see him touching up Anheliger with good shots, hurting him, and then shooting for a sub. There's definitely a real live chance of Johnson by decision, which is plus 185. And the official prediction is decision, but that plus 600 line had to be mentioned. I'm picking Jose Johnson. I see him getting the W. We're back on top, baby. Yeah, it's going to be 1 in a row. But you know what? It's going to be pretty nice because it'll be what? 10, 1-1 in the past 12. It's a pretty good record incoming. So we're getting it. We're getting it. Johnson, get me back on track. Let's get things rolling again. We're going Johnson for the win. Johnson for the W. I think he is, dude. He's a tough SOB nonetheless. Okay, we got to look at the right fights, okay? It's got to look at the fights. Damon Blackshear destroyed him on the ground. Damon Blackshear is very good. You going with the dog? Hey, respect. Good luck to you, Lane. I'm on the other side confidently. You're with Chad? Listen, the Chad's going down. There is no room for a Chad here. The real Chad is Jose Johnson. Johnson for the W is my pick. The people are in agreement, and I called him the lock this week. So it's good to see that the masses are on the side of my lock. Bum, 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 bum. All right, poll going up for the next fight. Next fight's a good one. 1969. All right, poll is up. Next fight on the card, I'm bringing it up as we speak. We have Jonathan Pearce versus Joanderson Brito. I got to pick Jonathan Pearce to put a pace on Brito, out wrestle him, pressure him, and win by a decision here. I know Brito hits very hard and brings a submission threat into this fight, but I feel as though in the second and third round, Pearce with the pressure is going to end up taking over. I got to go Pearce for the win. If you're going, Leon's going lock of the week, Brito KO round 1. If you like Brito by KO, I understand that, especially early. His power is legit, and he has a submission game too, where he could hurt Jonathan Pearce and then club and sub him. But nonetheless, I do think Johnson is going to end up getting a W. I feel like we're going to go into the later stage of the fight, and I think Pearce is going to end up beating him. I see Brito on his back in this fight. Joe Lozon did mop the floor with him. Damn, bro. Damn. No love for Jonathan Pearce. What's his strikes absorbed per minute? 1 second. Let's look at this statistic here. Strikes absorbed per minute. 3.66 for Pearce. His defense is 55%. Nah, he does not have the worst defense in the UFC, statistically speaking, at least. JSP sub. It'd be crazy if he subbed him. But Brito's tough to put away. You guys loving Brito. It's like mad love for Brito. Brito getting slept. Oh, shit. He is a live underdog. I mean, I don't hate Brito's side. He's plus 105. I got Pearce to win at minus 125, though. The over 2.5 is plus 150, but I think there's a real chance it does go longer. But Pearce could sub a tired Brito. Pearce by sub is plus 600. Wow. Pearce by decision plus 215. Yeah, I like Jonathan Pearce to get the W. We're picking the JSP side. Listen, I'm not saying that he's the next fucking Max Holloway on the feet, but I still think he's going to beat Brito with the pressure. Damn, Leon, you're confident on Brito, man. All right, respect. We'll see. We shall see when they close the cage door, and everybody's against me here. The love for Brito is serious in the chat. What's the Brito knockout for the people in the chat? Let me check. Brito by KO is sitting at plus 290 if you're on that side, even though I'm on the other side. Hey, Jordan T, thank you for the $5, my man. What's good, AJ? Stream getting me through my working day. Told you last week, Benoit, round 1 KO. The Frenchman did his thing. Mad respect to you throwing me the 5, Jordan T. I hope you're having a good work day, man. I hope I make it, a fun hour and a half at work where you can kind of let your mind at ease and just get some things done more casually. Much love to you, man. And good call on Benoit Saint-Denis last week. Yeah, I should have jumped in there with you. I should have. Thank you for the 5, Jordan T. Yo, AJ, hope you're well, bro. Glad I could catch the stream live. Paul Craig all the way. Paul Craig all the way. Leon, we're going to have to find out, man. You better be in that fight companion. You better be here with a hot take like that so we can go head-to-head, my friend. That's what I'm waiting for. Pearce looking like TJ Nurmagomedov. I agree with that. Brito is the people's picks. They're against me. You guys are against me. You guys like Brito. I get why. I understand. I understand why. I don't think it's a bad prediction. I just think there's a chance it'll be wrong. You'll be here. Let's go, Leon. I'll be glad to have you. Be glad to have you back, man. I'm a beautiful, wild fight companion. Brito. Last week you said this about Lopez KO round 1. Well, that was a good call. AJ, do you rewatch your streams after you make them? I mean, I have, but like not all the time. I'll listen to some of it and I'll listen and like watch. I'm like, all right, I see 100% how people watch this. Like I can listen to it and just chill and hear the talk about the fights too. Like I totally get it. Yeah. So I have, but it's not like I'm religiously watching every second back, man. I'm thinking after this stream of the next video. You know what I'm saying? I'm plotting the plan for the next one. Joe Dirt, my guy in the chat. I see you. Bring your comment up because it was a beautiful one. 24K right around the corner. Hell yeah, guys. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. If you're watching, you haven't hit that sub button, sub it up. What's up, Covert? Good to see you, bro. Pearce was about to fight Mitchell, and now he gets Brito. I'm with you on JSP. I think he's going to win, Jordan T. Hey, man, I would have let you know, but I guess YouTube didn't let you know. I don't know what's going on with them. All right, let me throw the poll up for, I believe, our main card opener. Let me just double check. Yes. Hole incoming. What's up, Steel C? Last thing I remember. No starting stream until Colbert arrives. I've been grinding your gears. That's funny as shit. Good. Good. Hole coming up. It is up. Get your votes in. Main card opener. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We got Uros Medic versus Myktybek Orolbai. I'm picking Uros Medic, but I think that Orolbai is a dangerous guy who's only 25 with a nice record at 11-1. Why am I picking Uros Medic? Well, I was a confident caller of Medic over Parsons. Now I get a guy in just a few days' notice. Now, I'll tell you this. Watching Orolbai, I think he's very good. He's calculated with wrestling. He's got dangerous striking with knockout power and a kickboxing base. I'm just going to go with the UFC experience side, the guy that was preparing for the date. But 2 weeks ago, Orolbai's last fight, so it's not like he's out of shape here. I think Uros Medic is going to be calculated from the outside. He's got a hard fight and a dangerous man in front of him to deal with, but I'm going to say that Medic ends up getting a win. I'm going to say he ends up getting a decision win, too. That's what I'm riding with, bro. I think it'll happen. Hey, Daniel, Leon is an OG of OGs, man. Covert doesn't know. We're going with Uros Medic, guys. Uros Medic for the victory. Now, at the end of the day, hesitancy is fair here. Plus 120 for Medic. Orolbai, minus 140. Over 2.5, plus 165. Under 2.5, minus 200. I'm picking Medic, man. I'm concerned picking Medic just because look how scary this guy is that he's fighting. Like, look at Orolbai. Why is it that he already has his UFC picture and everything? Why? This is scaring the fuck out of me. I might have to pick flip here. He's already got a UFC picture and he took this fight on a few days' notice. Was this fucking planned? That's weird. Were they watching him for a long time? He's going to kill Uros Medic, isn't he? You know what? Make sure you watch the post fucking weigh-in recap show because I think that is going to determine a lot about this fight. I want to see how they look facing off. I'm getting nervous. Like, he's already got a UFC profile made. The Mongolian might be the pick, guys. I'm worried about Medic. As I'm saying Medic, it just is like making me feel nauseous. It doesn't feel right. I do have an X account, aka Twitter, bro. I have AJ MMA experts on Twitter. Give me a follow. I'm almost at 1,000 Twitter followers, and I barely post, dude. Let's see what I'm at for Twitter. Where is my Twitter? My Twitter sphere. All right. On Twitter, I have 849 followers, man. Closing in on 1,000. I want 1,000 Twitter followers. That'd be dope. Yeah, I'm worried about Uros. Like, tomorrow I'll drop the true official pick. I was going Uros, but like the fact that they already got a profile made, I'm starting to get scared, man. Hey, appreciate you following me on Twitter recently, Manny Turner. Odds for the fight: Orolbai minus 140, Medic plus 120. It's like they know something about Orolbai that we don't, and this is probably the closest line we're going to get from him in a while. Like, he's going to end up killing his opponent. Hasn't lost since 2020, and he lost to an 8-0 fighter who's now 13-0. So it's not like he lost to some slouch. Tough to say, man. It's just so much unknowns with this. Like, yeah, I watched the fucking last two. I see the game, but Hayward Charles is fucking 18-14. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Nonetheless, the people are on Medic just barely. So you guys aren't even helping because it's 55%. Flip a coin. We might just have to go Orolbai because of a cool name. Medic. Uros Medic. Like, do you pick an Alaskan over a Mongolian? I think not. Bro, if he's repping the Mongol hood, there's no telling he could have brain cells for days, and he looks like he's dragging his knuckles. Scary dude. Might just lay some hammer fist. He might have some fucking absolute fist of fury in the UFC because he's shown some power already. It is a cool name, though. I agree. Medic loses Ribas decision. All right. I want to, but I'm waiting till weigh-ins. I'm waiting till the weigh-ins, dude. Hey, what type of TV, bro? 25 is scary, right? 25 and he already looks nasty. What's good? What's good? I'm very, very worried. Yeah, exactly. Dude, this is because they already knew about him. I'm worried, man. I think Medic might get ran over. This might be a setup. This might be a setup fight. This might be a setup fight. I'm going to throw the poll up for the next fight. Poll is on its way up. Poll is on its way up. Ribas. There we go. All right. Amanda Ribas. All right, the poll didn't go up, but it will in a second. All right, let's scroll up to the next fight on the card, and let's see how you guys feel about this, man. I'm just not all that into it. The sound effect, I wish I had a better one, but I'm like using YouTube sound effects. I don't really feel much excitement towards this matchup. I'll tell you straight up. And it's not that it's a ladies fight because I was excited for Tabitha Ricci last week versus Lupita Godinez. I was excited last week for Andrade Dern. Luana Pinheiro's 11-1 and seems to have good potential. She's a plus 200 dog here. And then Ribas on the other side had a failed experiment up to 125 and now is back down. It's like I'll pick Ribas to win, but count me out of throwing any fucking cash down. Count me out. Just like leave me be. Leave me fucking be. What are you talking about? I'm dropping real picks. I'm doing the weigh-in recap show tomorrow. What's up, new guy? How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Richard Farmer? That's pretty great, man. They hooked you up nicely. They hooked you up beautifully. They hooked you up beautifully. What'd you ask me, the Bob? Where's this important question? Clean shaven, Lannister, or Welcome to the Jungle? I'll say clean shaven or landing strip. The Welcome to the Jungle, not my favorite. But yeah, I'm going to pick Ribas. I'll pick her to get it done. I feel like she's going to end up having decent striking moments and some ground, but I would not touch this fucking bet. I mean, I get why people would be on the underdog Pinheiro. I know Finch is on Pinheiro, and I get why. I mean, she's 11-1 plus 200, but like she really was barely beating Karate Hottie. I wasn't impressed in her debut with Honda Marcos and her like bailing out of the fight. So I'll pick Ribas. She's minus 230. Ignore the bet inside on my end. Fuck that shit. Ribas by sub plus 400. I mean, maybe she gets a sub, right? Hopefully. Ribas by decision minus 140. That sucks. This fight just sucks to bet. I'll pick Ribas. What are you guys in the chat thinking? Let's see. Ribas 72%. Let me know in the chat if anybody has this as their can't wait for fight of the night. Ribas Peace Dern 3 KOs size bench. Yeah, I'm picking Ribas to get it done. I think she wins. I hope that I'm wrong about this fight and it actually ends up being good. I'm not jumping at the bit to watch this thing. But I'll be here. I just feel like it might be a dud. I've been feeling like it might be a dud all week. And I hope that I'm so wrong you guys can shit on me. But when it's a boring ass fight and I'm here fucking snoozing, you'll know. You'll know. See, Leon thinks the same. He says this will be a shitty ass fight. Ribas, 73% of the people's picks. Ribas is the people's winner. Bump, 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 bump. All right. The people's picks was in for that. What do we have for likes? We're at 49 likes, guys. Let's get to 60 likes up in here. I'll give you guys another ripskis as we move on up this card and start getting to some pretty intriguing prospect battles and then one contendership fight at the top. So make sure you guys smash that like button, man. We're almost at 60 likes. I think we can get it before our featured bout of the night at least. All right, I'm throwing the poll up for our next matchup. We got Ailin versus Talbott. Ribas do got decent cardio. Parlane this week for Lane. It's a good idea, actually. Boom, boom, boom. All right, poll is up for the next one. Let's keep running. Next fight on the card, we have Peyton Talbott versus Nick Aguirre. I am picking the side of Peyton Talbott to beat Nick Aguirre. I think that Talbott is going to probably knock him out. His striking is a lot better than Aguirre's, and I feel like his athleticism will keep him on the feet, with Aguirre probably looking to engage in grappling and I think being unsuccessful for the most part and definitely being very hittable on the feet. I feel like we're going to get Talbott hands flying and a KO win. I'm going knockout. KO, hands moving. And let's fucking see it. Let's see it. Talbott, destruction. KO win. I agree. Doesn't seem to bother what? To not start round 2, plus 200. Looking to fade Talbott against any top 20. Well, he's not at top 20 at all yet. Talbott is 90%. Everybody's picking Talbott. And the odds are horrible. Minus 800 for him. Like, he's expected to win for sure. Plus 550 for Nick Aguirre. Yeah, that makes sense, though. Aguirre to get knocked out. Talbott by KO is minus 220. If you can find Talbott by KO at plus money, it's saying plus 100 on DraftKings. I think he's going to knock Nick Aguirre out. So KO prop could be sneaky there. AJ, give Lane some attention. Lane, I'm all here for you. I'm all ears. Actually, I want to ask you, Lane, do you have 2 different accounts or is someone impersonating you in the chat? Talbott is patient, but might be a later KO round 2 to 3. Thank you, Steel C. Thank you. Well, yeah. I mean, he's also double the favorite, though. He's minus 800. Talbott for the W. Everybody picking him. We're calling KO. He's just style on, a dangerous guy, Nick Aguirre, but just not super UFC level. You have 2 accounts? All right. I was just curious. I saw the different accounts a couple of times. I was starting to think there was a chance of copycat, She cloned herself covert. I know you would love that, man. One for you, one for Bob. Like, I know how the mentality works. Hey, Daniel W. Airing. This savage right here. He says, so cool. Subscribe. Hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel, Daniel. Welcome to the channel, bro. I really appreciate you subscribing, man. Hell yeah. Thank you, brother. That makes a lot of sense. I was curious. I was very curious. Welcome, Daniel W. Airing, to the channel. New fella in the chat. New savage on the fucking stream. All right, we're going to get to the featured bout of the night between 2 of the most intimidating UFC fighters ever. Absolute animalistic savagery between 2 testosterone-filled animals. Honestly, if these guys weren't fighting, I'd expect them to be locked in cages. Next fight on the card, who is it? We have Chase Hooper versus Jordan Leavitt. the battle of testosterone, the battle for manhood, the true battle for least intimidating fighter in the UFC. But who gets that crown? The winner or the loser? I don't know. Nonetheless, I'm picking Leavitt to win because I think he's a better fighter right now. And Chase Hooper still looks young as hell and thin and not strong at all. And Jordan Leavitt, I think it's deceptively strong. He's just not that fast. He got a knockout win in his last fight with a big knee. Chase Hooper is like very hit miss. He has great moments, but then he falls. Like Hooper, I know he's filling out a frame at 155, but he lacks any striking. If Jordan Leavitt and Chase Hooper were boxing, I'm picking Jordan Leavitt to outbox him. So I think in an MMA fight with the grappling game too, I'm picking Leavitt. There's a chance it goes distance and he gets a decision, but he might knock Chase Hooper out. The pick though, money line Leavitt, if you're betting it. He's plus money, plus 170. I think we'll probably look back at that one and say, wow, Jordan Leavitt was a steal at plus money because that doesn't make sense. Hooper minus 200 to win. Leavitt to win by KO is plus 750. Decision is plus 400. Wow. Sub is plus 600. Wow. Leavitt's going to win the fight. Plus 170. He should get it done. I'm picking Jordan Leavitt to get a victory, guys. I think he beats Chase Hooper. Chase Hooper is the manliest guy ever. Got married at 18 or something, and he's fighting a guy in the closet. I love this fight. Almost as good as Africa versus Africa. That's funny. Like both, no bet. If you were betting it, though, I think you're better off on the plus money side. Thank you, Arctic Long Shot. I appreciate that, bro. Surprised Leavitt is a sizable underdog. The bookies will pay for insolence. I'm thinking they're just doubting him. I don't get it. Hooper is just not impressive. You think so? I just think he lacks natural striking ability at all. Think it's a setup fight? Well, good luck then. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. He's just got that flamboyancy to him, bro. He's just a goofy guy. We're going Leavitt. We're going Leavitt for the win. Mr. Masculinity, Jordan Leavitt for the W. 65% of the people's picks as well. Welcome to the Hotel California. All right. I owe you guys a 60 like Ripski. I'm also going to pop a Zin because I'm a champion. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't see that one well. That was a beautiful rip. That was beautiful, lad. And my battery just ran out on that thing. Wow, that's unfortunate. Oh, right on time. Beautiful rip, though. We're going Hooper here. People going Leavitt. What am I saying? We're going Hooper. We're going against Hooper here. That right there, I'm telling you, the dab pen picks Hooper. It just, I don't know. It just possessed me. The THC says Hooper, but I'm saying Leavitt. I know I heard. That'll be crazy if that happens. Maybe, but I wouldn't bet on the finish. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Are you betting on if baby drops before or after fight? I'm going to say baby drops after. I think the baby's going to come after. Respect that he wants to be there for his wife. Jordan Leavitt's a true character, man. We're about to get to the co-main event. Look at that. About to hit that co-main event. It was a dab pen, I guess you would say. It's not a straight dab, but you know, pen rip, pen dab. Maybe. Sure. I'm gonna listen. I'll talk Bellator at the end. Zin is something that is incredibly addicting, but also absolutely tremendous. All right, let's keep running up the card. Next fight on the card, it's Michael Morales versus Jake Matthews in our co-main event of the evening. I have to go with Michael Morales, who's a better athlete, who's an explosive guy that hits really hard, that I think is going to pressure Jake Matthews early and show a substantial speed and power advantage, who also has a long reach advantage, who's 24 and consistently improving. Jake Matthews has decent stand-up game. He has nice hooks. He rips nice leg kicks. I think he moves fairly well. But I think Michael Morales is going to explode on him. And I think there's a real chance that Michael Morales also KOs Jake Matthews. I'm going Morales for the W. He'll get a knockdown in this fight, but he wins a decision. I don't think you're crazy, Leon, for thinking Morales by decision. Morales money line side is minus 320. The Jake Matthews side is plus 270, with a Morales to win by decision currently sitting at plus 215 to a knockout at plus 135. As a sneaky prop by Leon. Leon's got the lock, baby. The lock city. Yeah, not vaping. No. THC in it up. What's so tremendous about his Zyn? Well, I like the flavor. I like the way it tingles my upper gums. And it gives me a nice light buzz. I like that. I like that, though. Leon with the decision prop. I think that's not a bad idea. I could see Jake Matthews surviving an onslaught. You got Matthews here? All right, Daniel. I respect it. I should join you. The lock streak ended last week, my man. We had 10 weeks unbeaten, and then I took a fat L. Nah. That's not stuff you snort. Respect the live betting. AJ dipped, so he's biased? Maybe. Michael Morales is everybody's pick, though. It's 87% of the people's picks. Everybody's picking Michael Morales. You think Matthews is going to humble him, Mark Ritchie? Tried to tell you about Bobby. This one, I don't think is the same. The Lone Wolf is calling out Covert, man. Covert's calming him down nicely. Matthews has proven he can get knocked down repeatedly and survive for 3 rounds like versus Semi. True. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it personal, Covert. Oh, you mean Lone Wolf? Yeah, that's funny. All right, let me throw the poll up for the next one. But first, I'm dropping the people's pick. Ave Maria. Ave. Ave Maria. Sorry, guys. You're right. I shouldn't be singing Ave Maria here. Got to keep it more professional than that. All right. Listen, sometimes I got to let out some singing, man. At one point, I dreamed of being a singer. At one point, I truly had faith in that. And at that time, I said, I am going to try out for American Idol and make it. Unfortunately, I went to the tryout and, they do a pre-audition, and the guy told me, you might have one of the worst voices we've heard all day, and told me I lacked the personality to be a joke of the show. Well, I told him, fuck you. I'm going to blow up on YouTube. And here I am now. So thank that guy. Thank that guy completely. Let's get to the next fight, which is our main event of the evening. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm picking Paul Craig to beat Brendan Allen in the main event. Maybe I'm crazy, but at the end of the day, Paul Craig beat the former light heavyweight champ Jamal Hill, beat one of the best light heavyweights on the planet in Magomed Ankalaev, went distance with Volkan Ozdemir, beat Nikita Krylov, who's still in the top 7. He dropped down a weight class, beat Andre Muniz, a dangerous grappler who Brendan Allen recently beat, which was a nice upset. I still think Paul Craig could surprise Allen in this fight, especially going longer. I don't see Allen knocking Craig out. I don't see Allen subbing Craig. I can see Allen on top of Craig, but Craig's still threatening from the bottom. In the later stages of the fight, I feel like is where Craig's going to shine. I'm going 3rd round submission. Paul Craig pulling it off. I'm going the Bear Jew. I think the chin is going to hold up against Brendan Allen here at 185. I'm very excited to see what happens. Now, looking at the betting odds for the fight, they're just crazy wide. Minus 430 for Brendan Allen. That means he should definitely win, according to the bookies. To plus 330 on Paul Craig. Give me Paul Craig. I'm picking him to get the win. Craig is by sub, plus 500. Just money line it, but plus 500 by sub is definitely there. You imagine somehow he knocks Ailin out. Ailin loves to win fights. He shouldn't. Then he randomly gets beaten as a huge fave. He lost to Curtis at like minus 400, and he lost that Malhoun fight at minus 300. Even though he won that decision, he should have lost to Malhoun. I thought Malhoun beat him. Exactly. So Malhoun, the grappler, beat him. Craig, the grappler, I think, can beat him. Yeah, Malhoun's boxing maybe a bit smoother, and he's more of a wrestler than Craig. But Craig's a guy that used to fight at 205 against the top of the top. I'm going with Paul Craig, guys. Bear Jew, you think he's getting set up? We'll see. He is underrated in the striking, right? Like if you look at Paul Craig standing up with Volkan Oezdemir, he was hitting him. I'm picking Paul Craig. Everybody's sleeping on him. This is a competitive fight. I think exactly more of a coin flip, but we have lines as if Khabib is fighting in there. I don't understand why it's this wide. I like Paul Craig. I like the straight money line underdog attack for him. I think he can win this fight. Now, Ailin is 55% of the people's pick. I'm going to let it run for another 30 seconds or so and see where it ends up. I think Craig W. Cover, you brought too much heat to him, man. You bother him. You pissed him off. I think that's true. I think you're right. I think he could get too comfortable trying to play around with a dangerous guy like Paul Craig. He definitely has. Hey, Lane, how'd you get into MMA? Bob is curious. And I am too, actually. Ailin is the people's pick. I'm closing out the poll. Ailin is the people's pick. But I'm against you guys. I'm against you all. I'm on the opposite end. The other side. We're not done yet. We got parlays to talk about, and we got Bellator to talk about. Let me just bring up the parlay section, man. All right. Parlay time. All right. What makes sense for a parlay? What just makes sense? Jose Johnson makes sense. Mick Parkin makes sense. Minus 103. Lucas Alexander should win. Plus 137. Ogden wins as an underdog. Plus 410. Leroy Duncan wins. Plus 542. Leavitt, Morales, Craig. Plus 10,703 for my chaotic parlay of the day that I'm going to leave up for a few minutes here. What do you guys like for parlays? Sweet Caroline, bum, bum, bum. Good times never seem so good. So good, so good. I've been inclined. Alex Spedding, happy birthday, G. Missed the previous streams. Well, I'm glad you're here now, my man. Especially on a stream where I'm going to even bring up some Bellator. That's funny. Can you imagine he gets a head kick knockout? That's why I just moneyline the dog. Moneyline the dog. Now, this is not a safe parlay I have on screen. What? What? Listen, dude, don't shit on my dreams. I'm going to be singing a pop song with this hat on with Usher eventually, all right? All right. I subbed him. He didn't sleep him, but do Craig and the Mongolian and Matthews. I'll do it just for you, but I'm not riding with that one. Ave Maria. Dana Blanco, thank you for saying I nailed the main event prediction. I appreciate that. You want the Mongolian murderer, Orolbai, Jake Matthews, and Paul Craig. That is plus 2,677. Keep singing. Fake fans will leave. That's great. That's funny as shit. Cousin, huge OG boxer, OG, couple friends work for Dana, met a couple FTRs down here. Love it. Hey, we love that you love MMA. KO, look it up. I mean, did you actually watch the fight? because Jamal Hill's arm was broken in that fight by a submission. But the referee, obviously he stopped the fight, but it was arm injury and strikes from guard. So it was a sub more. So like technically it's a KO. But I'm excited for that card, man. Sunday, I'm still dropping picks. I'm gonna do early predictions for the the week after's card. I got to keep content flowing. What is the fight card that we have next week for PFL? Yeah, November 23rd, we have a PFL card. I might do picks for PFL, to be honest. I might do PFL picks. I think I will. Do PFL picks too next week, and then I'll do. Is that the 23rd? It's not. No, it's not. It's not actually on Thanksgiving. No, might do a fight companion for PFL too. Thinking why not since it's an off week. Dude, he is, man. Maybe I would love to set you guys up. I would love to be the matchmaker extraordinaire and, help love be found between these two young people. All right. So before we finish out, though, we got to look at Bellator. Even though, did I rush the parlay section? Are you guys mad? I should probably give you something better. With the parlay section, you guys know, like I go into it more in detail tomorrow because I'll see everybody on the scale. But I like Jose Johnson a lot to win. Give me Leroy Duncan and Mick Parkin. Like, I think this is good. You don't even want Jose. You still got minus 159. That's still very winnable. There's still high likelihood of that. Alexander really should beat Saragih. Minus 105. You guys get where my head's at, though. Safe aside, risky aside, you've seen it all. So let's see. Bellator 301 goes down tomorrow, and people are asking me to do a fight companion. And I said, I'll consider it. I'll consider it. All right. So let me, you know what? I'll do something in the chat. I want to see what the people say. I'm going to put up a fucking poll. We're only at 66 likes, guys. Get me to 70 likes. You'd love to see me as a matchmaker? Jesse Beard. That would be sick. I feel like I do a pretty good job. But the issue is they... All right. Get your votes in the chat as I cover this card real quick. I got to zoom in a little bit. All right. So Amasov versus Jason Jackson. I'm picking Amasov. Mix versus Pettis. I'm picking Mix by sub. Stotts versus Sabatello. I'm picking Stotts on a decision. Actually, shit. Sabatello did hold him down the whole time last time. Yeah, stick with my initial, but that's a coin flip. I'll go Stotts because he's an underdog. McKee versus Outlaw. McKee's going to run over Outlaw. He's going to submit him. Patricky Pitbull versus Alexander Shalabai. What was Shalabai's last fight? He beat Musayev. Fuck. Premise. He's beating everybody. If I'm picking against Shalabai, I'm dumb. I'll pick Shalabai. I think he probably gets a late finish of Patricky Pitbull. Fortune versus Golm. Oh. Fortune lost his last fight, right? James beat him. And then who did Golm lose to last time? Did he get chinned? Daniel James beat him too. I'm going to pick Golm because I just don't think Fortune's that good. James Isiev is off. Keyholtz versus Anaba. Let's go dog. Let's go Keyholtz. Kizriev versus Gonzalez. We're just going to go EV in this fight. Colgan versus Boyce. I mean, Colgan's supposed to win. We'll go with Gilbert Melendez's wife here. Mateus Matos, and I'll be honest, I don't remember Palencia's style at all. Mike Hamill, always a live pick. I'll pick him here. Mamedov versus Motta. Mamedov probably grinds a boring decision out. Velasquez, Christina Velasquez should win. Law, Pontes, I'll pick Law. Nurmagomedov or Kurmagomedov, obvious pick. Yves Landu. This fight here, I don't know Kobishi. What was Kobishi's last fight? These Bellator picks are like bullshit and banter picks, all right? Don't take them as the word of God. It's not like my UFC breakdowns. These are more just, I'm like a casual Bellator fan dropping picks over here at this point. It's gone downhill for me. I lost the love. Patchy Mix is going to win for sure. I'm doing good, ASAP Savage. Real good. That is the Bellator card, my people. We got a little rundown of it. We got to see the lines. We got to see where it was at. We covered UFC. It was a very eventful live stream today, man. Super eventful. And I'll hang out for another 10 minutes for a nice live stream Q&A. Whenever they ready to fucking pay, baby. Whenever they ready to pay. Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf versus Covert is another fight we're going to set up. I think that's the next one. We got Tiratu Paku, Covert. Now we got Lone Wolf, Covert. Covert. Everybody's coming after you. You like Shabalai Stotts over 2.5. All right, hold on. Let me find it for you. Hold on. So I'm saying like a moron. I'm just thinking here. Is the Bellator card on the same night as the UFC? I thought it was on tomorrow. What? The Bellator card is on the same night. I swear. I thought Bellator was on tomorrow night. Hold on. What the fuck is going on? All right, hold on. Let me do your parlay. All right. Over 4.5 minus 200. Mix Pettis, you said over. What was it? Shalabai, Stott Sabatello over. You got plus 119, bro. Plus 119. It's tomorrow. All right, so that's a mismark by them. If they're paying us both handsomely, we could do it. Back to work, AJ. Thanks for the content. Hey, Jordan T, let's go. It's on Paramount Network or Showtime. I think Jordan Levitt's pretty funny, bro. I like Jordan Leavitt. I think he's a good character. I think he has a cool vibe. I'm hearing that's the one, yeah. Lone Wolf on the prelims. Let's go. I mean, their first fight was a controversial decision. People, I guess, want to see him run it back, even though, I'm not jumping up and down to see it. It just is what it is. People want to see it back. They want to watch it again. I guess not really. Maybe a few people do. The whole card. I think there's a lot of people that are in both chats. Dude, so you're running through Lone Wolf and then Paku. You're a bad man. I think Levitt seems like a good dude. He's funny to me. Paramount Plus, LOL. It is Paramount Plus, yeah. It's all good though, Covert, LOL. Fun and games. We will never fight, but I know you felt my energy, LOL. Listen, I'm looking to make the subscriber fighting championship, so maybe. It was recent and nobody's asking for it, but MMA Guru chat is filled with Lone Wolf Schnegma males. Holy shit. Hey, Lone Wolf, he's gonna bring you to hell. He's gonna bring fire to you. There's probably a lot of youngins, not freebies, especially when you said it's a dude's channel. Wait, what do you mean here? I don't remember. For the card? Dude, I just went through the whole parlay section. Now I got to redo it. Oh, my. You just want big plus money? Let's go Craig Ogden, plus 867. Fuck it. Let me throw you the cash quick. Real quick. Is it just me or is it crazy that DDP plus 135 versus Strickland? Nah, it's not crazy. I mean, he beat Adesanya. Also get the original Coca-Cola age, brother. You drink that poisonous diet full of aspartame. You should probably just drink neither. That's a good idea. That's funny as fuck. Drop Finch and do money lines with Lane. It's great to see. I want to see more of that in my chat too. DDP is the underdog, LMAO. He's a dangerous dog. I don't even remember what the fuck was said. Shit. Was it about the fight that you're not excited to watch? That makes sense. I should definitely drop it, bro. I will. Hooper or Leavitt. Hey, listen, it's nothing personal. There's a lot of people in the chat. I'll look up for it. No, I wasn't ignoring. I don't know. I don't know what was said. I can't find it. DDP can grapple him easily or just KO him on the feet. Strickland has to fight a perfect fight from range. Yeah, I think the pressure's a real thing. DDP is going to be tough on the inside. Women are great, but as MMA fans, I don't know. I don't mind them as MMA fans. What's wrong with that? More people watching the beautiful sport. He's here to give beatdowns. I don't know, man. You're calling out the wrong chat. We got Covert in the house. I can't believe DDP is a dog against Strickland. That's what previous comments was about. I can't believe DDP is a dog against Strickland. That's what the previous comment. Oh. Yeah. No, it is surprising. You actually remind me of Jordan Leavitt a little bit, bro. Listen, I will challenge you to actually pull up on Jordan Leavitt and smack him. Because I don't know. I feel like if he gets fucking angry, it's game over, man. He's gonna break a limb. He's gonna break a fucking limb. He might be the oldest one in the entire chat. I can't believe you have followers. I'm watching this nonsense live from my toilet. Hey, well, shout out to your toilet, bro. I hope it smells horrible in there. And I actually hope you have Bernie diarrhea. I don't know what I did, man. I don't know what I did. AJ, is there a tan next to you? Your hair is blowing. Dude, I don't know. I think it's just I'm majestic now. This is my lion's mane. I thought you were being serious, man. You got to understand, guys. When I read the chat, I can't tell what you guys' tone is. So I just take it very, at face value. But I appreciate your jokes. DDP doesn't gas, though. Even though he was dead tired versus Tavares, he still won the third round. I feel like in this fight with Strickland, though, his gas is better. I saw that. It was fucking hilarious. What is Zerka doing pulling up on him like that? It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. This is an alt, though. One of your mods banned me. Oh, damn. No, the mods can't permanently ban you, bro. The mods can only timeout you. Fan. Yeah, I do have a fan next to me. I was just being funny here. Your ass will burn typing all that instead of wiping. Listen, I'm not on the toilet right now. DDP does gas. He can slow down in the later rounds. Could you see Strickland knocking him out in the later rounds? EPO is strong, man. Doesn't gas. I'm not messing with her. I didn't say nothing. Justin Max a little heavy on the timeout button. He just gets pissed sometimes. You also got to think Max sometimes is twisted. Bad sticker club. He's bringing the heat, man. He was upset. He was bothered. He'll finish him early. Oh shit. Well, I was banned at the past couple streams and only realizing now by comments weren't pumping on the live chat. Really? No, I'll check that out later and see. But I didn't ban you, bro. But I think that he can't ban you though. So I don't know. It must just be a glitch. Hey, watch the fight companion about a dip to El Salvador. Enjoy the fight companion with me, useless. Fuck yeah. I heard that. I heard that. I feel like he probably hit him hard or maybe cut him. But I don't think he flatline KO'd him. I don't buy it. I don't know. I feel like that might be a closer line. You're right. You might have value on DDP who beat Robert Whitaker. I think it goes over. I think it goes over. I still think Sean Strickland can pull it off. But it's like the Whitaker win is hard. AJ is wavering. He doesn't watch Messi's football match. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it. Really? I thought it was your brother, Bob. I thought you and him were brothers. You think Leavitt gets a KO this weekend? I definitely could see a knockout. You're a brother of Christ, all right? Pick wise, this card is hard to be confident. Certain ones I think I have confidence on. But there's definitely some coin flips. Nose fixed. Facts. Nose fixed too. DDP's live as a dog. Yeah, I'm on Leavitt KO as well. I think it's a good call. A waiver? What does a waiver mean? AJ's bros. You guys are all my bros. And I got the one sister in chat. A few, actually. I got a few females in chat. I'm going Ribas to win. I mean, why not, dude? Why not? If you're in the area, why not? I have a cool-ass name. You got a nice name. Your money line 11 is your favorite pick. He's taking Hooper to deep waters. I think he could finish him. Yeah, see, I don't know nothing about soccer. I don't know nothing about football. It seems like the people want a Bellator fight companion out of 37 votes. That's not enough votes. I think they're both gonna twerk. Yeah. I wonder what happened, YouTube user. I rarely be banning people unless they're like absolute spammers. That's pretty sick though. If you won money with them, congrats on that. Good job on that. I think Hooker will end up beating him, but Green, he's definitely dangerous. The women's picks have been big money. I think we're gonna cash too, but I wouldn't want to throw it all down. I wouldn't want to throw it all down on Ribas. I wouldn't want to throw it down all on Ribas, dude. I just don't. Send Covert to Guantanamo Bay. It's just you're just saying I just blindly add them in and I'm gonna win. That's fair. You might as well if you're in the area and they still got tickets, yo. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the late night live with a bit of Q&A action. So tomorrow I have the weigh-in recap show. Keep your eyes peeled on the community tab. It's a maybe for the Bellator Fight Companion. The weigh-in recap show is my priority nonetheless. I look forward to it. I also look forward to hearing from the people during the fights on Saturday with the UFC Fight Companion. So make sure you guys smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe it up. I appreciate you all tuning in to the show. I appreciate you all smashing the likes. And let's check what the final sub count is, yo. You guys all have great days too. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Bad Sticker Club, for having a good dinner. Oh, 23,800, baby. We're on the way to 24K by Saturday. So keep your eyes peeled on the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Smash the likes. Post notifications on. I appreciate you all. Lane, thank you for the $2. Hopefully you don't think I'm intentionally ignoring you in chat. I definitely appreciate you. And thank you for the dono. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the comments. I appreciate you all. Early card Saturday. Yes, I will be here about 2 o'clock, 2:30. So, I'll be here for the first fight of the night. So if it's 2 o'clock, I'll be here at 2 o'clock. Much love, my people. Keep your eyes peeled on the channel as I got daily content dropping. Obviously, weigh-in recap show tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in. Timestamps will be up momentarily, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace, everybody.